Welcome back to another 2.5 stars. I'm joined by
Jason
and Kelly, or not Kelly.
Erik. You know that you're half dwarf, right?
What if I'm the Brad Pitt of dwarf kind?
Kelly, his wife, fucked it a lot.
What's up, guys? It's Steve. I had hair when I was younger.
Like, watch this, guys. I'm gonna totally make them do it.
What's up, guys? It's Steve with App Gaming, and welcome back to another 2.5 stars. I am joined by
Eric
and Kelly.
And this week we watched Idiocracy and Stan. Stan's back there too. He wanted to make sure everybody knew he was there.
Oh yeah.
This week we watched Idiocracy, written and directed by Mike Judge, starring Luke Wilson, Maya Rudolph, and Dax Shepard. IMDb synopsis: Private Joe Bowers, the definition of average American, is selected by the Pentagon to be the guinea pig for a top-secret hibernation program. Forgotten, he wakes up 5 centuries in the future. He discovers a society so incredibly dumbed down that he's easily the most intelligent person alive. I wrote Dumbo down right there, and I don't know why. So what'd you guys think?
That's so weird. This movie is so weird. Like, I had no idea because I've never seen it. I don't know if I even seen a preview or movie poster, maybe movie poster. I don't even know, but never saw it. I had no idea. And the beginning was really interesting though. What was the main guy's name that he bred with all the wives and stuff and
Clevis
ladies
or something like that? It was some
Clayton or
Cleveland,
something like that. Cleveland, yeah. I was like, that's really weird. And then he has a son. It was just like, and then you see the graph chart, like, oh gosh. And then you can see how. So like, I kind of brought me in right away with that, and then I kind of either got disgusted by how like Earth got, or lost a little bit of interest in that too, because I don't know, but I was just like up and down the whole movie. I was like, what, this is weird, and then like, oh, that's kind of cool, and I'm like, oh, like a lot of disgust.
Well, when I saw the trash, I don't know if you ever seen the animated movie WALL-E. I was just thinking of WALL-E going around. Like, that's all they need. They just need little WALL-E robots going around, picking up all the trash and making it into giant cubes and making them into giant buildings, because there's just so much garbage everywhere.
Yeah.
Then you pump it into some kind of power generation thing, right? I don't know.
I even know a guy who you could take that to their bathroom and their their bedroom as a test, as like a beta for WALL-E. We need WALL-E Part 1 for Ricky.
Oh yeah.
Could you imagine that? That'd be great.
He would stop working pretty fast, man.
Wouldn't it be funny if Ricky somehow infected the robot with I don't give a shit?
Yeah, I'm just not gonna do that. Nah.
I'm not gonna fucking do that anymore. And the robot's just like, no, I'm not gonna fucking do that anymore.
Gets the robot high.
Like all the computers in the world just stop working. You get a screen on there. It's like, I don't want to do that now. Blow some pot at me.
I'll pass.
Yeah.
Man,
I shouldn't have to fucking do that.
Why do I have to do that?
You know what we need to do? We need to get Ricky some Brondo.
Brondo? It's got what plants crave.
Yeah, it's got what Ricky craves too. He needs more
electrolytes. Toilet water?
No, Brondo was electrolytes. Toilet water was just the water.
Oh, yeah.
The Gatorade ripoff.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh,
don't let him get that.
Yeah, that's why I put it away.
But yeah, no, it's just fucking ridiculous. I'm just like, I'm watching this. I was like, oh yeah, no, that's fucked up. The fucking scene in the hospital, the beginning, when he walks up and has all the probes, and he's all, this one in your mouth, this one in your ear, this one goes in your ass. And he's like, oh wait, hold on. It's like staring at him like, So it's like, okay, so is there a robot that goes around and maintains this stuff? I know it doesn't work very well. But, like, how long has this stuff been around? Like, when was the last smart person around? Like, somebody who actually developed this stuff and knew these people needed dumb, or idiot-proof shit, Like, how long has it been since this shit's been around before? Since it's just because it's out there. It obviously hasn't been repaired in forever because nobody's smart enough to do it. but it's still working at least to a point. So
Yeah.
Maybe it's the CEO or whatever of Costco, because Costco was still around 500 years later.
yeah, and it's huge. It's like the
It's
size of fucking
huge!
Los Angeles.
Like I've been in big Costco's before, like and I would never get out of that area, that Costco. Ow!
Well, he was
Just
like, when they were looking for the time machine, he was like, yeah, it's about an hour's walk down that way. So
You know this? What's funny after seeing this movie, I was kind of thinking about Elysium when I was watching part of it,
yeah,
and I was like, wait a second, the CEO of Costco and all these other big companies are just in their spaceship with their anti-cancer machine and stuff, looking down, and everybody like, man, Brondo really makes people stupid.
they just send like a repair bot down every once in a while to keep stuff
Yeah.
somewhat going, like to the point where they don't completely destroy themselves, but not enough to actually fix anything.
Well, I mean, you've been around stupid people that it's like you can't keep them from destroying it.
Yeah, it's true. Oh, that's
I
why
mean-
everything was super bulky and like, all
Yeah.
that shit. So if you hit it with something, whatever,
I mean, you just can't keep them from destroying stuff.
yeah.
You know? I mean, thankfully, genetics don't work that way, where two stupid people always make a stupid kid.
Yeah,
'cause
there's
that's
got to
not
be
how it
some. There's
works,
got to be some smarts that come out somewhere, right?
you know.
So you're
Yeah,
there.
well, I mean, that I know two really dumb people that had a pretty smart kid, and my dad was always like, "Man, she must have fucked someone else." That's what he'd always say.
I wouldn't
So
put your
that-
dad in either of your parents in this category, though. Like these are really fucking dumb people.
No,
like,
not me. Not me. This is somebody that we know.
well, the way you said that, it sounded like you were
Oh,
talking about
yeah.
yourself. Like I wouldn't put your parents in this category, dude.
No, I
I'm
wouldn't.
glad you said something, because I was gonna go the other way of just being a brat, and then I'm like, maybe that's not nice. And obviously, it's just a joke, but yeah, I was thinking.
No, this is a truck driver, and then his old lady, and
Okay.
then they had a boy, and he was a real smart kid. Anyways, I knew him when I was a younger kid. He was like, I don't know, 5 or 6 years older than me, and he was way smarter than his parents.
Yeah.
And it was just like, what the hell? But I mean, that's how it works. Like, we all know people that are smart that have really stupid kids. You know, it doesn't happen very often,
Yeah.
thankfully, but it does. And you know, I mean, that's not also to say that like there are smart people who like to bang.
Yeah.
You know,
That's what the
And
sequel
I-
to this thing has to be, is like
Yeah.
them trying to find the other
Oh,
smart
yeah.
people in the world, also trying to fight off what was it, Upgrade? Is that his name?
Upgrade. I can tell you what, Upgrade did not look that dumb to me.
No, well, he's not
I
gonna
mean-
be either compared to everybody in the future too. So,
He's probably smarter than Luke Wilson's character.
oh, probably.
I mean, you can't be a dumbass pimp. I don't think that's how that works. I mean, if you are, then people just like steal your money and shoot you.
Can't be a dumbass
And-
pimp. The title of Eric's memoirs.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I love the fucking macho Camacho guy. And
Fucking awesome.
how the hell close are they? Like, we are literally at a point right now where if The Rock would have decided to be like to go for the presidency, he would definitely be the candidate right now. And I almost think that would be better, because I was watching some stuff, and I think one of the candidates, well, I'm just going to say it, both of them have lost their fucking marbles.
Yeah.
One of them
Definitely.
is
Yeah.
like a train that's just like the brakes just don't work at all. You know what I mean? Like, and then the other one, the guy's
Somehow
just
got lost on the train.
yeah. The guy running laying the track just went off, and he's like in the Siberian woods right now. So nobody knows, what the fuck is going on, and it's like this is the choices. Wow. So I don't know what the hell.
Yeah, we could
So-
have fucking like old school WWE promos with The Rock out there just fucking yelling at him and stuff like that.
I mean, could you imagine, like, he could go over and get in the guy's face, during the what the hell the debates.
Debates.
And you know he would back down. He'd be like, "Oh, well, maybe I should. You better watch your mouth." And he'd be like, "Oh shit."
Like especially The Rock nowadays. Like The Rock
Yeah.
nowadays compared to The Rock back in the day is so much fucking bigger. It's ridiculous. You just like that would.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
the old Rock would scare the fuck out of some people, but you know the new
Yeah,
one.
the
just
eyebrow
sucks.
raising. I mean,
Yeah. I just want to
The
see him
eyebrow
fucking
can-
drop the people's elbow on somebody or fucking, rock bottom them. So
I mean, honestly,
awesome.
The Rock as president with John Cena as vice president wouldn't be the worst thing in the
it
world.
would
'cause,
not be.
I mean, we know that our vice president had the biggest dick in the whole world.
oh man, he could make a giant chasm to put all that garbage in.
Yeah, he could literally just make the other guy quit talking. by
Uncle
just
Sam,
throwing
how
his
you
dick
doing?
out and then smashing right next to his old lady and being like, "Just touch it, just touch it."
Damn it, dude.
President's Day every day.
Yeah.
Oh man.
That would be so funny. To
Oh,
see.
it would be with the White House, wouldn't
Can you
it?
imagine that, like some presidential thing? She's like, he gets on the thing.
In the oh yeah room.
Yeah.
I can't do this all night.
Anyways, so like some all right. So like right now, we know that Putin can kick the crap out of our current president, right?
Yeah.
And the vice president at the same time. But you get The Rock and John Cena in there, and then it's like he could be like, "We challenge you," doing the WWE, the fucking
Yeah.
wrestling voice and
The call
everything.
out, yeah.
Yeah, and then the fucking guy'd be like, "What the hell is this? We're not gonna get our armies involved. We're challenging you to a SmackDown." And he'd be like, "What? What the hell is this?"
Just setting up a fucking ring out there and the fucking what I don't know what the lawns are called. It's fucking the White House, but whatever they're called, set up a fucking ring
Yeah.
out there. Fly him in on the fucking the Marine One.
Air
whatever the fuck
Force
they're called.
One.
Well, I was thinking of the helicopter because they got to land at the White House, right? So I think the helicopter is Marine One, isn't it? At least
I
when
don't
the
know.
president,
I'm not- I don't
only
think
when
I
the
heard that.
president's on it, though.
Yeah.
Uh huh.
So you
I
fly.
thought right now it's Swamp One, right? No.
Yeah.
The Carrot One. There you
Oh
go.
man, you got to keep it that balmy Florida humidity in there.
Yeah, the New Jersey. Got to keep it with New Jersey.
Jazzy.
Yeah,
Oh,
so I fucking really liked this movie. I only watched it once, way back in the day.
Mhm.
I didn't even know Maya Rudolph was in it.
Yeah.
No idea.
Did you not know who she was at the time, or you just probably
I don't
not?
know. I don't.
Well,
think
knowing
I know
how,
who she
yeah,
was,
I mean, I would think you would.
And that's so funny though. She's like, "Yeah, I bet you can wait," and he's like, "Yeah, I can wait for days.
Yeah.
You know, I'm still in the clock though." I mean, the
That's
funny
pretty
part
smart.
is though, is with all the porn crap, like whoever the fuck wrote this has to have had a time machine and seen like some of the Twitch channels
yeah.
that they have now with like the ladies that are, you know, like
Yeah,
you
I know
know
what you're talking
they're
about.
working at Starbucks.
Yeah.
And,
Starbucks.
And
Well,
it's
all
like,
the advertisements and shit like that on the screen too. I'm like, fuck, dude. That's
Yeah.
like that is exactly how shit is on web pages and stuff. This is
yeah,
fucking. This is what year is this? 2006. So I mean, the internet's
Yeah.
there, but it's not what it is yet. So it's just Although at that time there were a lot of intrusive ads and shit like that going on.
oh
still,
jeez,
so,
I remember. Well, that's when ad block was invented.
yeah. Just you
Oh,
get
you
one
remember that
small
shit.
screen in the middle, and all the ads are on the edges.
Yeah,
I wish I could
It's
just
like-
say brought to you by Carl's Jr. all the time and get paid. for
Yeah,
it,
no
too.
kidding.
what was their fucking ad?
It's something like
Shut up, I'm eating.
yeah, shut the fuck up, I'm eating, or something like that.
Yeah.
Carl's Jr. wants you to be a good mother. Hold on while Carl's Jr. abducts your kids and imprisons you for being a bad mother while they ate the poor lady's dollars. Where the hell were they getting their money or their potatoes from?
Their potatoes? Well, they're running out of potatoes. Didn't you hear them? There we go. They're running out of What the fuck? The fries is what he said.
Yeah.
We're running out of French fries.
Stan doesn't like that.
Now
He's
I'd
like,
be
I
pissed
love
off
my
too.
potatoes.
I want some fucking
Yeah.
French fries.
Oh, he loves French fries.
He does. Potatoes in all forms.
Yeah.
Yeah. So does Dad.
Yeah.
Stop.
God, he's a grunter.
Yeah.
Anyway, so the oh man, I love the rehabilitation and then how they just take everything and just screw it up.
Yeah.
Like it's just to the point where it's like, you know, like I was expecting the pardon to be where he gets shot or something.
They just take it out. They don't know what it actually means.
Yeah, it's and then like oh, you know, like they're calling him, you know, names nowadays. That's the one thing that this person didn't seem to get was the, you know, the PC culture thing.
Yeah.
But that, I don't know. That's pretty funny though.
Man, I think Crispy Crunchy Cluckers could do a real good job in this.
Oh my god, I know that.
I mean, I'm reading this thing, Carl's Jr. Computer. Would you like to try our extra big ass taco? I mean, come on, that's like, you know,
Yeah.
it's like that bowl, right? And so,
Yeah.
or boob
Come on,
juice.
buy that bowl.
Oh yeah.
It's got everything you
Boob
need.
juice.
It's got everything you need. It's like Bondo, but for your stomach.
Yeah, it definitely has electrolytes in it too. So,
Oh yeah, it's definitely got a lot of salt in it.
Putting that in bottles for babies. Oh, jeez.
oh man,
People actually put Mountain Dew in bottles for kids,
I know.
like for real.
I know.
I feel like these guys probably are getting tons of kidney stones, right? They're just like constant.
I don't know.
Some kind of health issues.
I don't know, man. There's like a lot of stuff that's in this that's so scary of how it is like nowadays, and it, you know, it is worse in some ways. You know,
Yeah.
I mean, what's funny, like the laws that people choose to enforce is one of those things that's like always kind of pisses me off because there's a crap little laws on the books that basically everybody commits felonies. Like in some states, having sex out of wedlock is like a crime.
Yeah,
But they don't enforce it. But then they tell you, well, I don't make the rules, but you're choosing not to enforce, you're arresting yourself when you bang your girlfriend on the side. You know, you're not arresting yourself for that, and you're not arresting her. So it's just funny. But the holy shit.
All right, I'll walk away. Go ahead, keep talking.
Oh, anyway, so they did a good job picking Luke Wilson for this because he's one of those actors that does a really good job just being and fucking Dak Shepard.
yeah.
Holy shit.
God damn it.
He's so dumb.
He's
I like
fucking
money.
stupid. Yeah.
I like money. Oh, so do I. Yeah, we should hang out sometime. And I don't even know how the hell how they would even get a car to work. You know, because like mechanics aren't stupid.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe, like I said, maybe they pull it into a fucking place and just like a machine fixes it. And if that machine breaks down, then everybody's fucked. And it has to be something like you were saying, like the fucking Elysium thing, where the people, the smart people in space are sending, you know, just a little bit of repair down to them, like a repair bot that fixes some shit until it breaks.
Yeah, the repair bot's like, boo, powering down. And then the CEO guy's like, God damn it. Then they go there and there's a guy just fucking the robot.
Yeah. Or it's maybe like we were talking about there, you know, two dumb people don't always make a dumb person, you know.
Yeah,
so maybe
that's
there's
true.
like two dumb people, and then there's that one smart guy that nobody pays attention to. Obviously, they have to have a reason why they call somebody the names they called Luke Wilson, you know. So there has to be other people who have talked like that recently, you know.
Oh, that's
Otherwise,
true,
they would have
yeah.
forgotten about it, right? So there's probably other
Yeah.
smart people that just haven't taken the test or anything like that, or maybe the IQ test was taken back, you know, when they
My
were
God,
fucking
we're all
one.
Ricky.
Yeah.
Ricky is definitely the smart guy who'd be like, well, I don't fucking bother running the country. It's fucking bullshit. I shouldn't have to do that.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna fucking do that.
He doesn't want the attention, so he's just hiding. He's fixing shit he knows he needs to fix. He's like, well, these people are so fucking stupid. I got to do something for them. So he just fixes it and just fucking runs off and goes to Starbucks and gets a latte.
That's why they're all high.
Yeah.
Ricky fixes the pot plants, and he's like, "I got my shit out of this."
He's
Fucking
pumping water out of the
idiots.
toilet for his plants.
You mean
Like, where do they get
You
the
look
water
out
for
of
the
the toilet?
Brondo? Are they pumping the water out of the toilet into the Brondo stuff? Because there's water in.
I feel like
that
they
kind
are,
of thing.
man. I feel like they are doing that.
Yeah.
I mean, then the trash thing that's killed people, like,
The avalanches, the trash
Yeah.
avalanches.
yeah.
Oh man, there's just buildings toppling over.
You know what's funny about people's personalities is like being neat, like whatever the hell the conscientiousness thingy. Anyways, that doesn't have anything to do with how smart you are.
Yeah,
So there's all kinds of like some of the neatest people I've ever met were real dumb,
yeah.
and they kept right on top of being neat. And I was like, God bless you, you dumb idiot.
Yeah, I feel like what they're
I
doing though
can't-
is just kind of pushing that like trailer park
Oh, of
thing
course,
from the
yeah.
very beginning, where they're just like
Definitely,
living in
yeah.
slums and just the worst thing, you know. So.
Oh, I mean,
yeah.
I was just meaning that like it's nice that couldn't ever get that way, because what you'd have to have is like a really stupid version of me. Because like I don't like cleaning stuff up, and I could definitely see me having a fucking garbage avalanche. I mean,
You'd
'cause
be
I mean,
one Eric, are you saying that if Kelly wasn't around, you'd be one of those people that would die under a stack of newspapers or whatever because you didn't want to clean it up before?
no, because then I got to stack the newspapers.
Well, that's why I said or whatever. You know,
Yeah.
it doesn't have to be
Yeah.
newspapers. Who the fuck has newspapers nowadays, anyways? Come on.
I mean, I'm a little bit like that's the thing where I get in my head, I get to where I'm like, all right, like like when I was living by myself, or even with my brother, like once a month I'd be like, we need to clean this fucking place up. It's just gotten too much shit in there, and then we'd spend like 3 hours like mega cleaning. But the reason that I did that was because in my brain I'm like, if I let this fucking keep going for another couple months, you're not gonna be able to even walk around in here. See, and that takes some foresight. So if I was dumber, I'd be like, I don't see a problem with this.
Yeah.
I don't want to fucking clean it up. And then you don't clean it up, and then it's a giant fucking problem. And I don't know. Maybe I have a little bit more of the neat crap than I think inside of me, but I don't think so. Because
Well, see, what it is you have the foresight to think, well, this is going to be real bad, and I'm going to have to fucking try to get through all this shit. This is going to suck.
yeah.
Where these people are so fucking dumb, they forget what the fuck they were doing 3 seconds before. So
I feel like there wasn't enough blaming it on other people either.
it's true.
Because I know that's basically one thing that you can really suss out a super dumb person is everything is someone else's
Somebody else's fault. Yeah.
I mean, like I was telling a story to you about a thing I seen a few months ago where there's this idiot pushing his girlfriend and she's yelling at him to stop. So then I started to worry like, oh shit, this kid could fucking do something. Like if he's brazen enough to do that in public, like what's he gonna do when he gets her where people can't see him?
Yeah.
Anyway, so I put my clothes on and I walked down to where I think they went, and here he comes walking around the corner by himself, and he starts talking to this other guy, and he's like, I can't believe all these fucking nosy people running around, So it's like it's my fault or somebody else's fault for getting involved with him shoving his girlfriend.
Yeah.
It's like, no, dumbass, you shouldn't fucking shove your girlfriend. That's not how you get the girl, you idiot. I mean, that's not gonna fucking impress her to the point where she's like, I've got to have you because you shoved me and wouldn't leave me alone when I was clearly wanting you to get away from me. It's like this guy took fucking romance classes from fucking Bill Cosby.
God damn it. Oh man.
Fucking idiot.
I like the names in this fucking thing. You got Beef Supreme. Velveeta was one of the newscasters. Hank the Hangman, BMW. What was it? It was Frito something. Was Frito Bandito. That's what it was.
Yeah. Wasn't it like Macho Mountain Dew Camacho?
Yeah, there was a Mountain Dew in there for sure.
Yeah.
It's just fucking ridiculous fucking names.
And then
Every-
like some of the fucking cabinet members won it off a contest.
Yeah, he was a kid too.
Yeah. Oh, what a contest.
Yeah.
He wasn't even the dumbest one.
No. The fucking education person was the dumbest one.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Fucking Horatio Sands just over there like, yeah, the whole time. He didn't even say anything meaningful the whole fucking show.
Oh, man. I don't even think he gets credit in this movie.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, that's stupid.
Because I'm like, I was watching the credits and I'm like, Horatio Sands is in this fucking thing. Where's his fucking name? But yeah, I'm not seeing him at all on IMDb, and I don't remember seeing it credited on the thing.
No.
No.
Isn't that funny how some people
No.
are able to play like a really dumb person,
Yeah.
but like some people can't? Like for instance, you can't see Anthony Hopkins actually doing a good job portraying somebody as being a dumbass.
No, it wouldn't work.
He just does. He has the wrong look about him, and I don't know. There's something about him that you look at him and he seems like a sharp guy. Whereas like Ashton Kutcher, who's a smart guy, he can play like the dumbest dude ever. And he does a great job being an idiot.
Yeah, he did it for what, fucking 12 years, however long that 70s show went on.
Yeah, I mean, and if you would have asked anybody, is that guy an idiot? Oh yeah, he's a real moron. But I guess he's like a Mensa member and all this other crap. So,
8 seasons.
Good.
So.
Yeah, good for him. So that's it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Just I mean, I gotta say, it's a little scary to see where we're at right now with the fucking weird shenanigans we see on the news.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like, what the fuck? Why? Like half of what I see on Google News, I'm like, why is this even news? If this was literally the other guy, like let's say the other guy won, this would not be news. Like, because they would, I mean, I seen a fucking article where they're like, oh, it's okay for Joe, what the hell? It was basically an apology thing for Joe Biden didn't ever possibly do it.
I've seen something like that on Reddit, and
Yeah.
people trying to explain why it was all right for him to have done stuff, but not all right for Trump to have done stuff. And it's like, it's not right for either one of those idiots to have done anything. So, like, come on, guys. Don't make excuses for it just because it's fucking on the other side. They're both shitty.
Yeah.
Don't do it.
Don't do that stuff.
Yeah.
And that's what was nice about this show.
Yeah, there was none of that.
Anybody.
It didn't seem like there was any of that. There was a lot of asking for consent.
Yeah, they were like, can we bang?
Yeah.
Hey, can we make this? What did they say? Family style?
Yeah, family style.
I was like, what the fuck?
And as far as we saw, there was nobody trying to force anybody to do anything they didn't want to do. Except we're not sure.
Upgrades there. So upgrades going to be forcing lots of people to do shit they didn't want to do. Fucking upgrade.
I want to see his pimp suit in the future now when he gets all kinds of fucking sponsors and stuff all over it.
Oh my god.
He's gonna wear a Taco Bell cape.
Gonna name his kid Cool Ranch.
Yeah. Oh man.
Oh fuck. Now I'm kind of mad I didn't name my kid something like that. Cool Ranch. Just to be at school and be like, hey, Cool Ranch. Oh, then you'd have to get in a fight.
So I saw what was it? A short video. It wasn't a GIF because it had audio, but it was 10 years in the future, something like that, as like elementary school teacher and 10 years in the future or whatever. And he's reading names off and he's like, COVID with a K, and just reading off all these names like or something like quarantine and quarantino. Oh, here's another COVID, but this time with a C. Just shit like that. One of them was Corona, another one was Rona. I'm just like, God damn it! You know what's gonna happen because the idiots did the same thing with in Game of Thrones and shit like that. So
yeah.
Oh. Somebody was named Tissue, but it was spelled. It was pronounced differently.
His
No.
name is Tom Petty, but he goes by TP.
God damn it.
Oh, yeah. Today I was beating myself up for not being rich enough to have a bidet.
Yeah.
I mean, I could do a poor man's bidet, and you just
Garden hose
hook
up?
up you just hook up a garden hose to a good spot with a bucket underneath it.
Just
You
make
know.
sure you don't turn that on too high. You don't want to hurt yourself.
Can you hurt yourself?
Yeah, you can hurt yourself.
I mean,
Too much water
I've been
pressure
in-
going that way. Fuck yourself up, man.
I don't know. I've never tried to have that much water pressure up there. I just know that you should never put your butthole on the suction.
Definitely don't do that
because as according to Mac, as good as it feels, you just don't want to do that.
God damn it. Fucking Mac. These guys would live as fucking king. Those guys would live as kings in this world.
Oh my
Jesus
God, D
Christ.
would be running the place.
Charlie would be like, I'm fucking smart. These guys are fucking.
Yeah.
He would be walking around talking about how dumb everybody is.
Yes, he would.
Oh fuck.
I think D would end up running the place because Charlie and Frank would just go berserk without anybody to actually push back on him. And Mac, I don't know exactly what he would be doing, but Dennis would just be banging everybody.
Yeah, and it would be scary
Because
the
they
shit he
would
would get up to.
all, yeah, he'd basically just have a yacht or 5 yachts that he went between with just bevies of women there.
If you get past the Great Trash Reef, the water's not that bad because I feel like that's probably how the ocean is.
Yeah.
It's just like, the beach is complete trash. You can probably walk across it until you get out a little ways, and then you get on a boat.
Well, I mean, the sad thing, like so in like in Scandinavia, they burn the trash, and they obviously do a good job where it's makes sense environmentally with the exhaust. Like they have it at 0 emissions, I guess.
Wasn't that one of those countries out there that burns? Weren't they so like efficient that they were buying trash from other countries because
they're buying
so
other
efficient.
people's trash. So here we are in the United States, and we're burying it we're not even just burying it like my dad used to say. I don't know why they don't just throw a fucking heavy tarp over it and just put dirt on top of it, because eventually somebody's going to decide that we're going to have to burn it. Because like when I was a kid, I would go to my parents were not ever going to be buying a fucking trash service. So we'd have to go to the dump.
Yeah.
So here we're driving to the fucking dump. And I remember what it looked like as a kid. And I mean, like, you can tell a huge difference now.
Oh,
and
definitely.
I'm like, of course, the Paradise Dump is not going to grow much at this point because there's only like 400 people that live there now. But there's going to be, I mean, holy shit. In the last like 20 years, it's grown so much. I mean, like, in another 20 years, if the fire wouldn't have happened, they'd be like blocking out the sun of paradise. You know?
I mean, we even from I would say even 10 years, because when I worked at a furniture store, we would take old furniture and shit. We'd load the back of the truck up once a month or whatever, and take it out there and dump it because we couldn't put it in our dumpster. It had to be, it was refrigerators and shit like that. So, but we'd go out there and it would just. Like, I went out there, and then I've gone out there recently, and I'm like, holy fuck, it's ridiculous just how much more shit is out there. So,
yeah, and I mean, we're not only burying it, but we're mixing it with dirt, so you can't burn it.
Yeah,
they're literally gonna they've made it so they can't do that. It's like how maybe they can figure out how to wash the dirt off, even though the dirt's fucking contaminated with shit. You know,
want to be the guy that has to wash garbage?
Oh God, to burn it. I mean, that's the thing. You're gonna have to wash it and then fucking dry it to burn it.
That drying part is gonna suck.
Yeah, it's gonna sit out there and stink. Son of a bitch. Well, actually, it would be kind of a neat invention to be figure out how to make a furnace that you could generate electricity with. That isn't that big. That you could have like neighborhoods contribute to and then get money out of the power grid. But of course, I don't know if you're aware of this or not, but the PG&E doesn't have to pay you the same as they charge for electricity.
Oh, definitely not. You could have solar panels
Not-
and not
Yeah.
spend any money on electricity, but still have to pay them and all that stuff. So plus, when they buy it back from you, it's a lot less. It's like selling
Well, I
something
mean-
at GameStop.
I mean, of course, the PG&E, they have a lot of work they do with burning down several thousand people's houses at this point, and tons of communities, and they're
Mhm.
they've got a motto in their office: "It's not our fault."
They're the beginners of this whole thing.
Yeah. I mean, their equipment that they never. There was stuff I was looking at this article. They've got stuff that's 100 years old that they're still using.
Yeah.
And California, with all their regulations about fucking everything from dick size to how fucking long your shoes can be, they don't have anything about the power grid running old ass equipment. I mean, the fucking stuff that they have in the logging industry, they have regulations over the dumbest stuff. Like, you can get a ticket if you have a muddy track that's 5 feet long. That's like a $10,000 ticket for a muddy track. Now, nobody's house is going to burn down from that muddy track. It's not going to happen. But the things that are actually, they could be like, you know what? If we find anything that looks like it's out of shape or whatever, we're going to start with fines at like $100,000. The PG&E would be out there replacing that shit right then.
Yeah.
They'd be putting in orders and replacing it. And we would probably not be, because I was like, wait a second, why the fuck doesn't Washington or Eastern Oregon have all these problems with the power that PG&E does? And you know why? Because they have new lines. Washington and Oregon both have laws to keep you from running lines that are that old. And you'd think, this is the dumbest thing, you'd think that the PG&E would go, well, let's see. Do you think if we accidentally burn down a town, is that going to cost more than replacing the lines?
Well, they're trying their damnedest to make it not cost it much. So.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah, that's a scary. I don't know if they're going to get out of it or not. I'm sure I think they will.
Yeah.
Because that's how that works. Anyway, so I just wish Macho Camacho was there. He'd be like, hell no.
Damn it. I wonder how the rest of the world is doing. Like, is it all just as bad? I mean, they say the whole rest of the world is fucking dumb, but these people probably at this point, I feel like the rest of the world has like quarantined America so that they don't have to like deal with them at all. So they're just like, no, we're just gonna like put a giant fucking barrier around their fucking country. They can't get out. They actually think that's all there is in the world because they're that stupid.
They're just dumping their dumbest citizens off.
Yeah.
Like, let's see how dumb these people can get.
That's all those people that were going up in the thing. I imagine that's like an immigration line right there.
What would be really funny is that they're dumping flyers off to like promote incest and stuff. Like, let's see how fucked up these people can get.
They've got fucking video cameras everywhere just to fucking use it as a reality show.
Yeah, Australia's like, hey guys, these people can actually be Mad Max. We're gonna get real Mad Max. Dump all your dummies off.
Yeah. Oh man. I feel like they're already starting that in real life though. Let's get the reality TV show president out there and we'll see if we can make it real.
Yeah, that's a little scary.
Oh man.
Especially with some of the recent crap with the if it turns out this country let this virus out on purpose or hid it from us, then there's going to be consequences. And I'm like, well, I mean, of course they fucking hid stuff. Like, there was news about the virus in like November. You know, at the very, I remember seeing something about it at the very end of November, and it's like, what were we doing? Oh, that's right, we were having an impeachment instead of anybody keeping their head on the ball. So that was smart. I mean, shit, there's stuff from the New York mayors and stuff during New Year's were like, don't let this fake coronavirus stuff keep you from celebrating. Like there's real tweets with that from like the actual people that run that place, and now they're
Yeah.
blaming it on everybody else. So holy shit, they're macho Camacho.
Everybody else's fault. It's fucking.
Yeah,
it's
I
not
didn't
sure.
do
It's
it.
not sure's fault for fucking
Yeah.
trying to get this shit going. So
I mean, here's what gets me. Why the fuck is it so fucking hard for people to stay the fuck home when they're sick?
I don't know.
I mean, if your family member's sick, stay fucking home. If you're
Yeah.
sick, fucking stay home. Okay, so I went to the store. I was sick as fuck. No, I'm kidding. No, so I went to the store, just the Dollar General. And as I'm walking out, here's this lady with coughing up a storm with her kid, and she went with another woman.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what the fuck? Don't you guys couldn't the other woman get the groceries for the person who's sick?
Yeah, that's how it should
What
have
the
gone.
fuck are we doing here? Then you're coughing. She was literally coughing in her kid's face. I'm like, what the fuck are we doing here? And then there's a lot of people who are super worried the government's gonna take control.
Yeah.
And I mean, a lot of the government to me feels like that dude just spraying the fucking mace in his eyes because he says something.
Shut
I
up.
feel like that's everybody who's in the fucking government for the most part.
Oh,
Did you say
man.
something? Ah! Oh, shut up back there. You
Now,
know?
sir, shut the fuck up.
Yeah. And they're just not quite dumb enough. We'd be like, yeah, I was released yesterday. Oh, well, that's that line.
The fucking yeah, that guy sat on my face and all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking horrible in there. Oh man. That's good.
I mean, I think I could have talked my way out of that without running. I'm pretty sure of it.
Yeah.
Because
Well, you could have helped them get it fixed, and then
yeah,
IT'd your way through just getting your name
exactly.
on
I'd be
the
like,
list
oh,
and
you
then
know
out.
what? Let me look at the computer. I bet I can fix it for you.
Yeah.
You know
I mean,
how
it's just a
those
cash
things are.
register, anyways. So
Yeah. And the guy'd be like, oh, okay. Oh, yeah, see, right here. This is me supposed to be released today. Oh, okay. I mean, I know for a fact that whole lawyer thing, I would have been like, nope. Get out of here, idiot. It's not going to cut it.
yeah.
So, and then I wouldn't have been not sure either. Because, I mean, I know, like, you and I both have had to screw with those kind of computer systems enough.
Yeah.
Where we would have been able to figure that out and have our names there, even though I would have been Richard Noggin. Because if I can pick my name, it's not going to be like my real name. I don't want anybody to know that.
How many? Oh, never mind, because they're too stupid to think of it. I was just say, how many of these motherfuckers do you think are already named that? But then, they'd be too dumb to think of that. That's too beyond their
Oh, it'd just be dickhead.
ability. Yeah.
Yeah.
It'd be dickhead, Jack in the Box or something like that.
Yeah, no. I mean, there's so many weird things on the TV, and the guy's like, I'm baiting in here.
Yeah. The bait network.
Yeah. The dude with the giant one-sided arm. He looks like a fucking blacksmith from 1870.
The fucking movie movie in the country is Ass.
Yeah.
It's just an ass for an hour and a half. Oh, man.
I feel like when we were teenagers, that would probably have been entertaining.
It would have been very funny. I don't know if I could sit through an hour and a half of that, but it would have been funny.
No, but like a 10-minute short.
Yeah.
Yeah. With a surprise ending.
I don't know if I'd like that surprise ending. I'm not sure.
I mean, I watched a fucking Instagram thing, an Instagram video where this lady is climbing over the top of this guy. And I was like, are they doing some kind of yoga thing? And the next thing you know, the guy's pants are wet. And then I noticed that there's crap in her hair. And I'm like, did this guy just shit on his girlfriend on purpose? What the hell is going on here? Yeah. I follow there's this MMA guy, I can't remember his name now, but he always has all these weird videos like that. They're not all like that. They're just weird.
Yeah.
Like there's some of them where people are falling off of stuff or, those kind of weird videos. And this one was just like, did this guy just shit on her? Did he do it? And like looking at his body language, because I never have the volume on,
Yeah.
it just makes it more entertaining. And I can't tell if he did it on purpose or not. It looks like he did it on purpose and then is embarrassed that shit came out. Like, I think he was trying to fart in her face. and then he shit on her and he's like, oh no!
Well, that didn't turn out the way I wanted it to.
I mean, who the hell risks that one though? You know? Whew. Yeah, you never trust a fart, especially when your old lady's face is right there. Holy shit.
Oh, it's fucking gross.
Yeah. And the worst part was I watched it like 6 times trying to suss out whether or not he did it on purpose.
But you know, in this fucking world, that would definitely be just a TV show that always was on. And they'd still be doing it even after the guy shit in the late. Like, it would just be, is that shit or is that not shit? You know, that'd be the show.
Yeah. I feel like Rick and Morty could do a whole interdimensional cable channel just based off this.
Yeah.
You
Well,
know?
he already has the greeting that Rick comes up with for the guys, you know, just flipping everybody off, so.
Well, you're kicked in the nuts, sir. I feel sorry for that fucking guy. Holy shit.
Just walks around and gets kicked in the nuts everywhere.
Whew.
See, there's still somebody smart enough to fucking run some kind of editing program, because obviously that had to be edited, otherwise the guy would have died, right?
Oh yeah.
Or is he just evolved to the point where he's just that tough? Like he's harder to kill?
Maybe I mean that is true. Like dumb people don't die from stuff that they should.
Yeah. So this is like probably the 4th or 5th get kicked in the nuts guy, but you know.
Yeah.
They just haven't done anything crazy enough yet.
The elites, the lizard people that are living in their spaceship going around have genetically engineered him so he can't die.
Yeah.
But it just made him really stupid in the process. Wouldn't that be nuts if like if that would be the price of immortality, is being really stupid?
That would suck.
You know what? Yeah, I mean, it'd be like, well, fuck, I guess I'm just gonna have to die. I don't want to be that dumb.
I mean, I guess like once you're that dumb though, you don't really give a shit. But at this point, you're like, no, I don't want to do that because I feel like I'd be missing out on it. Like, what's the point of living forever?
There's a lot of dumb people that seem like they're really fucking happy.
Yeah.
I mean, think about it. Everything is someone else's fault. It's not your fault. You did everything right.
Yeah.
You know,
when you get in arguments, you always win because if anybody's smarter than you, they're dumb for arguing with somebody who's stupider. So
that's true. You just get louder.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh my god, I have okay. So this is one of those times where my poor dad's gonna have to take one for the team because I watched him argue with this lawyer. Okay, and my dad doesn't argue like a point. He just kind of does like
just in general arguing.
No, he does like ad hominem attacks. That's his and then a lot of the other one where you make a problem, you exaggerate a problem. I can't remember what that one's called.
Oh, you do that.
Yeah, I do it too. It's a pretty good technique. It confuses the other person if they don't know what's going on.
Straw man.
And it's a straw man. There you go. Good job, Kelly. Anyways, so he did
talking about different cons here.
No, the straw man's literally that's a logical fallacy, and the ad hominem is a logical fallacy too. And ad hominem is like where you get in an argument with two people and they're discussing, like, let's say, whether or not the tire should be changed, and then you get the one guy who's like starts talking about how the guy fucks around on his wife and how he's dumb, and then that's how he wins the argument because he just berates the other guy into quitting the argument. And that's pretty much my dad's arguing style.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's just like, fucking idiot, can't even change a tire, don't even know what a tire is. And then you jump in with the straw man where you've never changed a tire or driven a car in your life. That would be the straw man that he would use in that situation. So, anyways, he's using it on this lawyer, and the lawyer argues the point back at him. And then Dad doesn't get that he's not responding to the ad hominem attack because this guy's a lawyer. Like, he's a professional arguer.
Yeah.
So then the guy just shakes his head and walks off, and Dad goes, see, I could have been a lawyer. And I was like, holy shit, he doesn't realize he just lost that argument. The other guy's like, this is a waste of my fucking time to even bother with this, so I'm just going to ignore. Like, he's so good he can ignore my dad,
Yeah.
which is like nobody can do that. He's the only guy I've ever been able to do that. Seen been able to do that. I was like, holy shit, you can win the argument without threatening to kick him in the head.
You're all, I gotta go talk to this guy, learn from him.
Yeah, I learned a lot that day. And I'm not shitting you, like 3 hours before that, I was telling my dad, if you don't shut the fuck up, I'm going to stop the car and you're going to get out and walk home. Because I can't, and we were driving in my wife's car. We took my wife's car down to this thing, and he's just going off on some stupid thing, talking about how I wasn't doing something or other. And I was just like, shut up. I'm doing you a favor driving you down here, and you're being an asshole.
Yeah.
And there's a funny story. I guess it's not that funny. Anyways, my dad has kicked me and my mom out of the car. Like me, I think I was about 50 miles away from home, and my mom, she was like 200 miles away from home. Just kicks her out of the, I go, oh, fine, you can fucking walk home. And he also did that to my younger brother immediately preceding my mom.
Yeah.
So, it was just one of those family stories. And then, like a lot of men, right, if you kick your wife out of the car in Santa Rosa and then you drive all the way past Chico, and you know, when they get home, you're going to expect the guy's not going to be there because, like, that's the end of that.
Yeah.
Nope. He's sound asleep in bed. No worries at all.
Damn it.
It's just no big deal. Oh, you made it. Okay. That's it. No, like my mom was ready for some blowout fight, and he was just so nonchalant about the whole thing. My mom was just like, "Well, I guess we're just gonna be fine. We're just gonna stay here. I guess. I don't know what the hell's happening right now." So, just one of those things.
Yeah.
I always think that shit's really funny, like how people can do that.
Well, he had plenty of time on the drive to just kind of deal with it. And your mom had plenty of time to just simmer with how pissed off she was. And he was already like, no, I'm over it. I'm done. She should be over it too, right?
That's exactly how he was, I bet. I mean, he was just like, I don't give a shit anymore. Why should she?
Yeah.
Not my fucking problem. She wanted to get. She got out of the car. I didn't throw her out of the car. So she chose to get out of the car. Fuck, she got out of the car. Yeah. She made me stop to get out of the car. That was his story after that. It's like, you threw out her fucking 16-year-old son right before that. So, he should know better than that.
God damn it.
You know? He's like, if I would have told my dad to stop and do, I'd gonna walk. I'm like, fucking 1970 or 60, whatever, was a hell of a lot different day and age than right now, especially since we were leaving a wedding with a shitload of drunk people on a narrow mountain road to go home. I mean, we're talking like, and right before dark too.
Yeah.
So this is a perfect get Dan run over scenario. And my mom, holy shit. So my poor brother Dan, he was almost actually back at the wedding when we picked him up. He was about a mile away from it. And so we're like, what are you doing walking? Oh, Dad was having a bunch of shit to say about me smoking pot with you guys, which we didn't. This is the funniest part of the whole thing. My dad was just accusing us of smoking pot.
Yeah.
And when Dad got a little bit drunk, he could be kind of I don't know, just mean about joking around. Mm-hmm. So he seen that it was getting at Dan, so he's just razzing him about it to be a dick. Anyway, so then Dan's like, just shut up, or you'll just stop the car, just get out, and I'll fucking walk home. In Santa Rosa.
Yeah.
So, like, I don't know about you, but when your daughter's 16, you're not going to be like, you're sure, honey, you can walk home from Santa Rosa because of this argument. I'm going to, like, if Stan does that, I'm going to look at him like, no, that's not how this works. That's not how this works at all. I will tie you up and throw you in the trunk before that happens, buddy. Then you're going to see what's going to happen to you if you actually tried to walk home when you're in the trunk all tied up.
God damn it.
Maybe I'll sell you to the rednecks. Then you'll see how it is. Anyway, so
what the fuck?
Could you imagine that if I staged the thing with somebody I knew when I pulled over, like, oh, how much you want for him? I don't know, we'll go with $100. He's a fucking pain in the ass, though. Oh, okay. Does he work hard? Yeah, you can get him doing anything you want. Oh, perfect. And he'll be in the car. What the fuck?
Have
Last time
Ricky
he
out there
tells-
wearing coveralls with no overalls with no
Even
shirt
worse,
on.
I'm gonna go straight for the big guns. We're gonna get Johnny involved in this,
There you go.
and I'll be on the fucking text him, say all kinds of fucked up shit, whatever
Yeah.
you want. We're trying to scare him.
Getting
You
a
know?
scared straight program going on here.
Yeah, that's exactly right. So,
Oh man.
I mean, so that was how he was. He's just like, yeah. Anyway, so we picked up my brother. So then we're on the way, and no, I don't know if anybody actually let us know Dan was there. So then we called, and my dad answered the phone and goes, "Yeah, he got out of the car," and then he hung the phone up. So then we're driving down the road, and I see the top of a woman's head go down the bank, and I'm
Yeah.
talking we're talking above the eyes.
Uh-huh.
And I slow down and I stop and I go, "Mom, is that you?" And she's like, "Yeah, hold on, I have to pee." And I'm like, "Are you fucking serious?" And this is like, it's dark. It's almost dark.
Yeah.
It's half an hour from being pitch black dark, and she decides the thing to do is to walk off the bank and go to the bathroom when there's a car coming.
Yeah.
That could be me. I mean, I don't know how that lady made it that far sometimes, because the sense in that. Whew.
Well, and at that
Anyways.
point, you wouldn't have known that your mom was out of the car, right?
I didn't know that she wasn't with Dad.
So you could have picked up
hadn't-
Dan and headed
Yeah.
back, and she could have still been walking if you hadn't seen her getting
Yes.
off the side of the road.
Exactly. I seen the top of her head, like above the ears, just the top of somebody's head, and I went, "Huh." Dan was on the side of the road. That could be my mom. It's the same top of a head. So
Yeah.
we'll stop and make sure. I figured the worst that happens is some woman yells at me to fuck off. Right?
Yeah.
But I mean, holy shit, what if I'd been like a little bit slower getting going and she was just like, there she would have been.
Yeah.
Fucking freezing her ass off because the road there is like, there's no houses.
Yeah.
There's like a 20-mile strip of road where everybody who lives in that area would have went the other way, and then people that live out of the area would be coming by there. But most of those people don't know my mom, I don't think, and they're all drunk.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody at that wedding was just shit faced. I mean, my brother Dan was a little bit shit faced because my uncle thought it was funny to give him alcohol.
God damn it.
Which actually makes my dad kicking him out of the truck even worse, because it's his son's first time being drunk and he's razzing about smoking pot
Yeah.
that he didn't do when he's shit faced in the back seat. He's just like, what the fuck? I mean, I was just happy that I didn't drink that much, because I wouldn't have seen her if I would have drinking like 2 more drinks. I wouldn't have seen anybody.
Yeah.
I don't even know if I would have stopped for Dan. I would have been laughing. That fucking kid can walk off. But Robert and I were talking about driving down to San Francisco to see if we could get into some trouble. He's like, "Oh, maybe I'll go down to San Francisco and see if we can get in some trouble."
Yeah.
And thankfully we didn't, because my mom and brother would probably still be walking home.
God damn it. All right. What rating did you give this movie?
I gave this movie 3.5 stars. Kelly, what'd you give this?
2 3/4.
2 3/4 for Kelly.
And I gave it 3.5 stars as well.
Nice.
Next week's movie is going to be my choice, and I'm going to choose it. The new, not It Chapter 2, but just the first. New
Nice.
It. So we haven't watched it yet. So
No.
Yeah.
It's a good one.
Yeah. So that's going to be it, unless you have something else.
No, I can't think of anything else other than that's what we need to do, is we just need to start injecting people with Brondo.
Yeah. Got what plants crave.
Yeah.
Electrolytes.
We need more electrolytes.
This was brought to you by Carl Jr. Shut the fuck up while I eat.
I feel like there'd be way more fat people, though. That's the one thing about this. I feel like everybody'd be really fat.
Yeah.
like that was the one thing about Wally I really thought was dead on, is like how like people just keep getting fatter and fatter,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah, Dax Shepard's guy had like buckets of empty chicken things in the back. Tons
What
and
was
tons.
it they were eating?
I
It was
don't
like
know.
some kind of like slime that they were just like scraping at it with their fingers.
It was gross.
Were they each like eating Crisco or something?
They're probably eating fucking Soylent Green, man.
That's possible.
I mean, you know. Ugh. Maybe that's why they're all so dumb. They all have prion disease.
All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Make sure you guys like us on Facebook, facebook.com/HeroicAdventure Productions, twitch.tv/HeroicAdventure, mixer.com/Turketer, and twitch.tv/TurketerPlays. You can also follow us on Twitter at HAP Gaming. Follow me on Twitter at Turketer. Follow Eric on Twitter at
Quick and severe.
Follow Kelly on Twitter at Sugar Snuggles, Ricky on Twitter at Furry Twitterballs, and Jason on Twitter at Unbelievable1. You can also email us at Steve, Eric, Kelly, Jason, and Ricky at hapgaming.com. Each one of those names individually at hapgaming.com. You can find all the stuff I'm saying in the description on youtube.com/HeroicAdventure Productions and twitch.tv/TurketerPlays. You can also find a donate link in there. Hit the donate button, buy me a taco from Taco Bell or from fucking Jack in the Box, that big ass taco they were talking about. That'd be awesome. That's about it though. Thanks for watching, everybody, and join us tomorrow. I'm pretty sure I got Ricky convinced. We're streaming for 420. We got something cool to put up for that, so it'll be fun.
Cool.
Yeah, so check us out tomorrow.
Is tomorrow the 20th?
It is the 20th.
Oh wow.
So
Great.
If we were, all I can say is, if we were being monetized, we'd definitely get demonetized, because I'm almost positive this game is demonetized every time it's fucking streamed. So, but I don't care. So yeah, thanks for watching, everybody. Join us tomorrow as we play that, and then join us sometime next week as we play some other video game during the week. 7:30 p.m. Pacific time for the other game. Not sure when we'll start tomorrow. We'll start it sometime. It would be awesome if I could take the day off and we start at 4:20 in the evening with that one, but I don't think it's going to happen because I got to work. That's going to be it, though. Thanks for watching, everybody, and we'll talk to you guys next week.
Bye.
Bye.